We're back. We're back and we're in access. A lot of friends. Whole lot of garrisons. Not a whole lot of couplers, but good enough. Let's see, we still got our relay coupler behemoth. List of what we've got. Yes, it is indeed a nice army, Tonak. We've rebuilt our sentry army after losing the first one to I guess it was the end of the last 2 streams ago, last stream. Slowly rebuilt it in the last stream. Now we're back. I think the main thing we're missing right now is, yes, we still have not recovered our mechanics. We're in bad need of mechanics. Unfortunately, we lost 2 of them because I left them behind, and they got jumped by something, apparently. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna finish this run today, one way or another. The idea is to try to find and go into command. Let's see. All right, let's take do a quick overview of what I've got here. All right, so we've got some treads as well as wheels. Added some of that because really we're getting pretty full on util slots, more than we really needed anyway. A lot of armor. We have a force field, which we now have 2 power sources to help run. We also have the super battery to attach to maintain that. We have 2 sentry couplers attached, 2 swarmer couplers, grunt and NC. We have 4 spare NC couplers, which is good. We have not really been, we've been carrying 4 or 5 of those for the entire run and only ever using like 1 at the most. So that's kind of been excessive. Maybe could have waited on that, but it's hard to say. Sometimes you suddenly need a bunch of them if you're going to end up spending longer in a main floor. We have 3 spare swarmer couplers, a specialist coupler still. We have a ton of grunt couplers now. We have no spare sentry couplers, so that could become an issue. We're going to want to at least keep 1 attached and with some value on it. But we can't do a whole lot more with sentries. We have an extra brawler, duelist, and demolisher. 6 grunt is really nice, though. That's going to come in handy. Is the Watcher here for moral support? Asks Tonak. Yes, the Watcher. I had forgotten how we got them accidentally last time. I forget how that happened. Yeah. Anyway, in the last stream, we ended up accidentally getting a Watcher on our team. The good news is that NC couplers are fantastic in access here. Yeah, they'll come in really handy. I'm sure we'll get a lot of use out of them now. This is going to be a big floor. Yeah, alright, so we can check our abilities for anyone who hasn't been following along so far. Especially because you have Uber Fork this run, those grunt couplers are going to go far. That's true. Yeah, we have... Check out our fork here. We have 100% chance to duplicate each hack now. That was the last one we got. We tripled our fork, which is pretty amazing. If we meet a squad and we want to assimilate a grunt, it'll immediately for sure assimilate another. And we also have auto assimilate, so we're going to want to ideally put in attach multiple grunt couplers at once. I would think. Tone didn't even know that had a 3rd tier. Yeah, yeah. I had never gotten. I didn't remember it had 3rd tier either. I haven't gotten that far with it. I mean, it's not easy to get the 3rd tier considering the number of abilities and other tiers that you can get. So. Well, we are lacking in other areas, but we certainly are not lacking in command forks. Alright, so where are we starting? Bottom left corner of the map. Alright, so our priority number 1 is to find a repair station. Our allies, as you can see, they're starting to get a little beat up. We've got some in decent shape, but like half of them are beat up. So this is actually not good, because that's when your army starts falling apart, when everyone's beat up. So, oh, hello, Hellfire Trap. We do have an operator with us, so help find these traps. Also, I have a structural scanner attached, which I guess I don't technically need at the moment since we do have our operator friend. We could find some doors. Oh no, he'll find that too. Oh, okay, yeah. Chris Hanwich points out the cheeky play you could do is hack grunts near sentries and use the grunt hacks to fork into the sentries. That's true. Although the thing is, sentries are usually isolated. You're not super likely to encounter them along with other squads, so assimilate sentries with grunt couplers. But yeah, with the fork we can hack others. We could even do that with the behemoth technically. Again, this is situational because it requires having other bots nearby, but oh, there's another operator up there. Currently we have an advanced remote dev jack. We are within range to hit that guy. And we hit that guy. Our current influence is 150 low. I don't think we need to bother with the purging threat. Summon haulers. Could redirect all the haulers over here. Technically, an interesting thing about redirecting haulers is that it could also summon a squad, because any escorted haulers will also bring their their escorts, but their escorts are grunts, so that could even be a good thing. Not something I normally do. Wow, imagine trying to use this terminal here. So that operator is going to go try and report us and then fail to do so. But he's going to lock his terminal, but it's okay. I guess I should try to start thinking about where to get an exit, though. You go, Surf. Light quantum reactor and kin accelerators. So yeah, weapon-wise, we have very little. Let's see, we have a hard cell cannon, we have a HERF cannon, and a very old shock bomb launcher. Rating 3. Early game weapon, which we're still using here. 14 to 26, but EM can still last for quite a while. Mainly using it in support of our allies anyway. Okay. Weight-wise, currently moving kind of slow. 175. Wow, our overweight treads. Well, we don't really want to be moving around on treads, that's for sure. Yeah, if our army goes down, we're gonna have some serious problems. At least we got couplers for now. Okay. Just thinking about taking this for the extra mass. Oh, Watchers. Watchers telling us what's up ahead, and there's a grunt to the north. This grunt is alone? Oh, programmers, our favorite friends. I hate those things. They're a bit of an issue with our allies because we don't have programmer allies. Trap reconfigurator. Would not be able to get those yet, unfortunately. I wonder where they're going. Alright, so it is an escort. The programmers are headed south. Good. Another direction. It's a lone grunt. Seems like it's not really worth hacking it. Visual. Ah, that's right. I would like a visual array, which we do not have yet. We need to increase our sight range. Do you guys need help? It's a single grunt. Kill it. Good. Kill the engineers so we can't report. What? Who wants flight stuff? Wow, a lot of cooled anti-gravs. and the other one's a advanced power amplifier. What's going on down here? Watcher is moving west. Uh-oh. Hope the Watcher does not report us. Watcher might spot our... is probably going to come around the corner and spot our sentry, but I hope those programmers aren't nearby. First the sentries are going to go attack him. Alright, kill him quick. Okay, good. He did not, unfortunately, drop what I wanted. Alright, so we're going to head across the north side here. But, yeah, could be a pretty nice hauler drop for builds that want to use that. Oh, shoot. I have 0 way to deal with hunters. I don't even have a hunter coupler at all. That is a serious problem. That's right. I think our last hunter coupler got shot off last time, and we're about to be spotted here in the doorway. In other words, this is bad. Don't spot him. Oh, they're going east. Oh, so good. They're going east. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to eventually head east as well. There's an energy cycler to the north here. We don't really care about the energy cycler so much, though. But, oh shoot, that Watcher's going to friggin' spot us. No! Or the door's going to stay closed and they're going to get the hell away from the door. A single gamma bomb array trap. Hey Luigi, welcome to the stream. Yep, finishing up our run here. I think we're headed into a dead end in this corner, probably, but we might circle around yet. It's possible. We might end up having to go back east, though. That's more likely. But the thing is, we're going to lose a lot of our allies if the lack of hunter couplers is going to be an issue. All right, so there should only be one trap here to the south. I should probably get rid of that trap, just in case. Alright, I don't think we want to take out the energy cycler. A lot of our guys are corrupted, which is why they're having such a bad time hitting things. A visual processing unit, I see one. Shoot, now do I get it first or do I go around the corner first? Shoot, I gotta go around the corner first, I guess. Shoot, I'm getting reported. That's okay. Might be grunts. Alright everyone, stay away from the trap. Also stay away from the explosive machine. Alright, you all just like chill. I am gonna go around the corner here for a second. Oh, wait a minute. Did they just... Crap. That recycler just took everything. That recycler took what I wanted! And there's no telling how far away he's gonna go now. What are they shooting at? Grunts. Oh, there must be a garrison up ahead? Crap. Damn it, that's bad. The bad part being, I could have hacked them, but now we're not hacking them. Instead, we're losing bots. Shoot. Kidding me? There's a hunter over there too. Never mind, everything's dead. Still. Still! Please. Repair station. What do you grab jet? Exactly, Rasandwich. There's a hunter over there? Nah, just a bunch of matter guns and legs. A replacement advanced data jack. Someone just ran over our trap. Programmers. Great. Nice. That is why we open the walls! One of the programmers ran over our trap, though. Alright, that's annoying. Everyone's getting beat up and corrupted. And we need to repair them. Alright, we're in a dead end. This is not actually progress here at the moment. We're trying to... Oh, look at that. That looks nasty. Alarm traps. Hellfire trap. Huh. Reprogramming it right in front of the behemoth. Huh, so apparently just over there was a behemoth. Unfortunately, I can't actually... Alright, anyway. It'd be really nice to actually take over that behemoth. I would not mind that. We could take him over and then head east with him. Alright, so indeed this is just a dead-end area. We're going to have to head out the east side. This is going to take a while. There's a garrison right up here. Whoa. He just immediately shut down and rewired our grunt. And now there's 3 of them. Wonderful. And all our allies are down in the hallway. That was actually pretty amusing. Damn. Bad shot. Another bad shot. I think I'm gonna have to help these guys. Everyone's getting corrupted to death. Should have had a brawler coupler attached too. Single turn reassimilation. I know, seriously, that was pretty surprising. Our army is now, I think we just pretty much got annihilated. That was very unexpected, though. Influence 0. Sentry into Swarmer coupler in here. Sentry is only worth 16. A single sentry coupler, a single sentry assimilation. I'd like to do a force eject, but if we do that, you know, I'm probably going to actually also meet the other programmers that come to resupply it. Ah, that's not good. Just gonna seal it then. Oh man, our entire army's about to fall apart. Ah, sucks. Oh well. Now I have to get out the corner. What is this guy doing? Didn't have anything. Actually, that one might be going to pick stuff up. Alright, time for our favorite hack here. Oh my god, security level 3. No! Level access 15%. That's not the one we want, though. Alright. 0%, as figured. Machine index would be good. That's 10%. Alright. Anyway, we've got a botnet that'll help a little bit. It's gonna have a lot of work, though. Trying to find more to hack. With visual sensors, actually, could be a chance to auto-assimilate. It's too small, though. I was going to say it's a chance to auto-assimilate the behemoth to the south. Terminal access is poor man's access branch. That is true. Terminal indexes. I think I want to remove our heavy treads for a little while and speed up by attaching another wheel. To do that, I have to remove something from inventory, though. There's not really anything to remove. Oh, wait a minute. I have two spare. I have a spare data jack. Yeah, let's do this. Whoops. Yeah, let's press the wrong button first. Maybe we can lure an NC bot to the behemoth and fork it, not just lure. Maybe. Oh yeah, that's true. And it's not really. I think it's a little too far south to be worth it. It's out of the way. It's not even on our route anymore. So. Great, 2 hunters. Got his engine. Open the wall. Wow. Got both of them with an engine explosion at the end. Friggin' programmers are already here. Wow. Just cored that guy with a hard cell cannon hit. Is he damaged? Where was he from? What the heck was that guy doing? was like all alone. That was pretty nice though. More hunters. God. Not good. Also, what is this? Operator's getting in my way. Yep, killed our operator. Probably more important than dying. Alright, we're about to be on our own. Not surprising. Yep. Did not expect the army to survive. Once you lose, in the late game especially, once you lose your mechanics, it's really hard to maintain an army. Shoot. Wondering if we're gonna have to do a bit more transitioning here, but we have to go through this kind of bottlenecky area here to the east. This little section here apparently is connecting the whole west to the east, it looks like. Yeah, that's not working up there. So yeah, it's pretty much, I think this is the connection. Which is just filled with enemies, though. That's practically impossible to get through. Well, I mean, based on what we're doing now. Shoot, I'm not going to be able to go that way. Segregator traps. Oh yeah, you're right. Shoot, I should have hacked the watcher. You're right. That was dumb. I don't know. I was been hyper focused on trying to get the. Hey, wait a minute. Where did our? Oh, it's over there. I've been hyper focused on trying to get a visual sensor. But yeah, I should have hacked that guy. It's a grunt outside. Could use any friends we could get at the moment. Don't walk over the traps. Now, they're walking over the traps because they're corrupted. And, I mean, they don't know that they're corrupted. Ah, yes. That was how we got the Watcher earlier. Command fork. And now we're going to get reported. Grunts! Finally, something good. You're standing right next to an explosive machine. Yes, army of grunts. Turn the corner, 3 of them are ours. 1 more left. Nice, join the army. Okay, so apparently there's a garrison right over there. Fresh army. Love the smell of a fresh army in the morning. Yeah, that was pretty nice. Things were looking bad there for just a moment. Honestly, it would have been nice to be able to fork them to this sentry inside this room here. Now I'm wondering how I'm going to manage that. Yeah, we couldn't really save the last grunt to take the sentry. It's too far away, too. That's the other problem with it. But yeah, the other grunts would have killed him. So I just ended up having to take him in advance. So the sentry, we could, I have to kill him, or I should probably, I want to take out this, I want to take out that garrison. I don't really want it to get dispatched on us right away, but I don't know what what could be in there. Oh, huge storage unit. Ours is only barely damaged. Haven't really been doing much direct combat, so I've been using the same huge storage unit for most of the run. So we can try and get an auto assimilate on the sentry. It's not super likely, though. That was a lucky shot on all those grunts. We could have forked him anyway, but still. Yeah, we can still take him. I mean, technically we could even hack him, too. I'd prefer... I don't know. Another option is to kind of like, what if the grunt, if the garrison could then dispatch some more grunts for us right now, that could be convenient. Then we could fork them. But that's hoping for too much. I'd be kind of worried the garrison is dispatch other things. Like that. Alright, everyone, out of the way. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted to fork the sentry. It did not fork the sentry. It forked the brawler. I guess I could. It would have forked the sentry for sure if I hadn't put on the brawler coupler, but I put that on as the first reaction. I should have left the brawler coupler off and first forked the sentry, and then all the other bots could just kill the brawler because he was at range still. So that was the dumb move. Anyway, now we own them. The sentry's dead, so it's better than nothing. All right, and now we actually, technically, this is going to spit out more guys in a little while if we wanted to wait for it, but I probably shouldn't wait for it. Tempted to, again, force eject and then just destroy the garrison. Hey, Tarako. Welcome. We are losing and trying to regain our army and access. Well, I can at least check what the coupler status is here. See if it might be worth it. There's a sentry coupler and another grunt coupler and duelist. And also NC, but our NC's been lasting for a while. Trojan reprogrammed to get more pals. Can we even, well, I don't think we can succeed at that. We're not a hacker. How easy it is to, we're at a security level 3 garrison access. Yeah, 11%. Anyway, we'll just seal it. It's what I really wanted to do anyway. Alright, so this is actually really, really bad. There's... Oh, is there a way out to the south? I wonder if there's a corridor down here, going that way. Because otherwise, it looks like there's a main central corridor coming out this way from the west side of access, which means lots of squads and bottlenecks. Yeah, you were right, Amuka. About 10%. So, a bit low. Could have been possible. It could be worth a shot. I mean, just as an extra thing to try. Alright, I guess I should try south real quick. And then, and if not, then we're screwed. What is this armor? The double slot armor. Alright, now I'm curious. Improved heavy armor. Okay. That's knowledge that I want. Oh yeah, double improved heavy armor. Got our 1200 integrity here now. Not enough wheels. Hey, Vectus, you are right. We don't have enough wheels. I just added a third wheel to kind of speed us up because we were a little slow on the treads. And we weren't doing much fighting ourselves anyway. So I wanted the extra speed, but we do need another wheel, which is to speed us up even further. Yeah, 1200 integrity, just sitting on the ground. Exactly. Alright, I'm going to head south real quick. Particle reactor. No, it's a dead end. Repair station. It's a dead end with a repair station. I don't really have anything to repair. Make sure there's nothing on the other side. Yeah, shoot. This really is a really dangerous access. Very, very dangerous access start. Another watcher. Alright, let's hack this watcher. Finally remembered. Centrium leg up to the north. Is he gonna come through the wall here? Looks like he's moving south to come through the wall. There he is. He is coming south to move through the wall. Hello. Yeah. I'm referring, yeah, this is a dangerous access. I'm referring to the layout, Vectus. It's a very, very bad layout, I mean, for us. There's one corridor here. This corridor attaches this entire section of access to the rest of the map, which means all the squads are traveling through there. Earlier I saw 2 programmer squads going back and forth through there. Alright. Watch your routes. What did this guy show us? A bunch of heavy siege treads. Huge storage. Centrium wheels. There's a couple Centrium wheels over there. Not bad. Centrium wheels, though, are actually slower when overweight because they come with the extra integrity. But in this new version of that we're playing now, this new build, they are a bit slower. There's a single HERF cannon. I've already got a compact one. Another repair station and another repair station. Oh, wait a minute. Shoot, I completely forgot. I was supposed to install a Trojan down there. That's okay. There's another one up here. We can install the Trojan up here. Just to see if we can find any more mechanics. Because that's what we were really missing coming in here. That's why we lost. We came into this floor with a pretty big army. But our lack of mechanics meant we couldn't maintain it. Alright, next. Gonna kill this watcher. Or watch him fly away. Yeah, probably the latter. Alright, we're just gonna have to tank right through up here. There's a mechanic. It's our nearest mechanic. And as guessed, there's nothing up to the north. Well, at least no mechanics. There's the closest mechanic. I thought you said you weren't a hacker. Yeah, I can. Some hacks are okay to pull off. Alright, so there's the mechanic. Are there any clues here? Other clues? No, it doesn't look like it. No clues as to where the exit might be. It doesn't look like it's to the south, though. Probably not down here. Anyway, I need to get out of this corner. Watcher's still over there. Oh. Watcher just ran into one of our traps. More grunts to the north. Grunts are okay. We can deal with grunts. Here come the grunts. This might fork the Watcher, which would kind of piss me off. It forked the Watcher. Gotta love NC couplers. And our grunt wins the day. Alright, those programmers gone. Let's get the hell out of here. Would you consider letting us disable couplers to prevent forks? That's an interesting idea, but no, couplers can't be disabled, yeah. No, couplers can't be disabled. That's kind of a mechanical limitation, that you don't really want them to be disableable, but that's an interesting idea. I think its forking is already good enough. It doesn't need to be buffed, that's for sure. Buff RIF? No. Oh, look at all these electron diverters. All the flight stuff. Getting a lot of flight stuff. Alright, so we could either head north, could be a dead end, or start to try and quickly slip over here to the east, which and get out of here. And RIF just gave you ugly proto flight units. Behemoth. Hey, wait a minute. Is there another behemoth? Looks like there's just one behemoth. We don't have an operator anymore, do we? That means traps are an issue now. Shoot. I killed our operator earlier. Oh, look at that. Behemoth number 2. That does seem pretty far, doesn't it? They're supposed to be. Is that too far? No, maybe it's not. It might be the right distance. It's been a while. That might be actually it. Command luck, yes. So, again, my thoughts I wanted to try and go for the assimilation ending. And technically my thoughts for that are, if we're going to do that, we probably want to be fast. In other words, we'd have to go flight or hover or whatever. I mean, we passed up, there's a bunch of flight units to the south, we just passed up another group. I wonder if that would make sense. I don't really know how I'm going to get through the Doom Corridor, but... Actually, wait, I mean, we have no allies on this either. So we can't use allies to fight through. Tread armor core hover? And just tank everything? Seems dangerous. Allies. Who needs allies to kill them? Allies are for distraction. That's true, but then you also have to have your own capabilities, and I never even did research branches, so we're pretty... I don't think... I can't really do much except with allies unless they rebuild from scratch. Yeah, we were talking about that so much. C progs will be bad news. Yeah, I mean, seriously. It's also need a way to get through the door. Don't really have any good tools at the moment. I mean, I've just been doing this as a RIF run for allies. And so what we've done, so far we can already say that, I mean, we kind of were making this conclusion earlier on already, is that really under the new no stack system and the fact that you're going to have fewer storage units and more utility slots for the couplers to actually use them, honestly, running this one huge storage unit has been great for a standard full RIF run. I mean, and full RIF is already, in general, it does have trouble in extended. That's normal. It's not really meant to be able to handle extended very well, unless, I mean, you combine it with other things, like, for example, getting the right allies, or, well, that's not easy to do. or the right other tools and things like that. So I mean, I think overall it's about where it was earlier, or even in a better place. It's more fun and interesting. So that's worked. Anyway, so but we're not trying to go for. I wasn't going for the basic win, which we could probably manage on this floor without too much difficulty. Fun buff, yeah, we buffed fun exactly, Umika. Okay, what am I doing here? Anyway, 18%. Wanted to get a terminal index real quick. So, yeah, there's a command there. Technically, you want to go around to the other side and try to get through the other side. Or forking a behemoth would be pretty awesome. Forking both of the behemoths would be pretty awesome. For that, we'd have to get other bots in the area. Imagine getting the Watcher over there. I mean, those are some pretty amazing behemoths. Another Watcher to the southwest. Tone says, yeah, I guess just flying past the Doom Corner is an option. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But the thing is that still I have to have a way to get through the door, which I don't really have. I mean, what else do we do here? Nothing. Hack chance is high? Oh. Yeah, then you fail the hack and just die outside the door. Ah, okay, you're right. Perfect strategy. Don't fail the hack. Maybe blow up engines from the garrison backdoor side. Shock bombs, yeah, we have shock bombs. This is true. Shock bombs are good for taking out engines. They don't, but again, they don't always work, and ours are now damaged too after that last encounter, or with the hunters. It's almost destroyed. Can't rely on this anymore, even though, yeah, these are really good for taking out engines. Nah. It's too much thinking. I'm not gonna go that way, I'm gonna go this way. Oh, there's an operator over here. Oh, his terminal's over to our east. Shoot, get back here. God damn it. Almost got away. This is a dangerous room. What was that? Oh shoot. I think we're about to lose everyone. No? Yep. I'll be very surprised if the room does not explode. There's too many other bots around here. There's actually... Oh no, I don't have hunter couplers anyway. Shoot. Well, at least we won. Actually, wait, where's another leg? Get another leg. I mean, not leg, wheels. No wheels. That could have been really nasty. That is the real victory is that the room did not explode. Oh, this has 100% stability. Oh, okay. I did not know that. A wave collapse detector has 100% stability, so... but it only has 26 armor. They probably could have taken it out. Anyway, but it... Anyway, Ah, hello, shoot trap. Yeah, the hunters could still have done that, though. They could have taken it out. No, 100% stability's fine. I just didn't remember it is all. In other words, I was worried that it was going to explode even after they were done firing. But that was obviously not something to worry about it. Alright. I'm going to go through this room again. Alright, I'm going to have to kill this engineer. Engineers, go away. Sentry to the northwest. Sentry to the northeast. Jack 9 says the best way to not worry about an exploding machine is exploding it yourself. That's actually quite true. That is sometimes an important tactic. Blow it up first. Alright, we do still have an operator friend. We have no more sentry friends. Luckily we had the leftover... the grunts from that dispatch. Hellfire trap. We have an operator, so I can swap this out. This place seems quiet. A quiet offshoot over here. Biometal medium treads. Actually, I could attach that as tread armor. But requires taking on a sentry. Honestly, I'd like to fork them, but that would require... Oh, God. Are you kidding me? Hey, Gamma Funk. Can you have those treads? Yep, you guys can step outside anytime you like and die. Oh, wonderful. Took out a wall. Knock back, knock back. Okay, now we're blocked. Chop them to pieces. Or miss. Nice job. The programmer killed himself. Nice. Programmer killed himself by hitting that reactor. Two grunts left. Oh shoot, they have 2 hunters left and we have 1 grunt left. Oh no. We're gonna have 0 grunts left in a second. Oh, that trap's gone. I was gonna say, are we standing on a trap? But no, it's gone. Got destroyed. Sadly enough. Could have used that in a moment. Once our grunt friend dies. Actually, our enforcer's still in good shape. Oh no. Bad news. Overheating. Managed to actually kill him with kinetics. Oh man. Advanced visual processing unit. Yeah, I've been wanting one of those like the entire run, and now, yeah, 2 grunts left. 1 grunt immediately gets bodied. Yeah, seriously. Oh, bad news. The watcher revealed the door over there. So technically, if you go through this wall to the southeast, it could be possible. Oh, there's also a hidden door there. It could be a corridor around to the east side. That's probably where that would lead. Shoot. Gonna do that the traditional way, even though we're running low, but that's also because we have 0 friends right now. Friendless. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, I have a huge storage unit in my inventory. I did not realize I had an empty slot when I picked up the other one. Kind of liking getting used to this new categorical examination of item labels. There's a bunch of advanced targeting computers to the northeast. Our heavy armor is doing a good job so far. So lose that, we're screwed. The lack of hunter couplers has been a big problem because it means we can't see hunters coming. Yep, we can now see what's out here. Good old RIF. Oh shoot. This is a rather thick wall. There's yet more up there. Whoops, should have not swapped out that. Swapped out the wrong thing. Okay, no auto assimilates, but that's okay. Oops. Would have been nicer to take these guys as allies. Might still be able to do that later. Whole bunch of treads. Didn't get to hurt them well enough, so ended up doing it that way. Oh. Wrong type. Oh, I knocked him right next to our friend, who then proceeded to hurt him, and then die. All alone and getting corrupted again. I don't know. It's going to be pretty impossible to take on command, I think. But it's not really any worse than the situation was earlier. They're similar situations. Oh yeah, I should probably replace my engine too, but I can't use these. Damn it. Should have got one of the other ones over there. I needed one of these. Wow, where is the entrance to the other side? Situations of immense badness, the stream, indeed. Huh, I wonder how I get to the other side. Maybe I shoot through. You serious? I think we're getting actually close. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go all the way around the other side, actually, because we won't be able to. We don't have enough firepower to get through. Shoot! Talk about a circuitous route. Ah, damn! I wish our hunter coupler had not been shot off. Like right now, it would be perfect to just fork and engineer. Can't do it. Alright, hit this guy's power source. I hope he has a power source. Ah, I still hit this guy. Yeah, they took back their operator. Are there any power sources left to hit? Can't take him out. Oh well. Let's do it the hell way. God. Too corrupted. Ah! I just ran out of matter. Whoops. Oh. Well, that sucks. Just ran out of matter. Oh, I seriously hope they don't hack my friend over there. Oh, remote force field. Actually, I probably should put that on. Not very good, but ran out of matter. Good thing is, I already had a force lance attached. Lost all our armor. Cute. Anyway. Yeah, it's been pretty not a good day for this stream. Yeah, we're getting super corrupted after having to take out the programmers on our own. But again, the programmers are the main thing you've got to take on as a RIF bot, especially a full RIF bot. There's several ways to do that. I mean, you can take them on. You can do the job yourself if you've got enough combat capabilities, and let your friends do less of the work in that regard. You can also get the corresponding abilities, of which we do have one, which has been helpful. At least helped. What did we have? I mean, we have. Yeah, we programmed shield, and that's the main one we had for that. But or you can obviously you can have programmer couplers or have programmer allies that help with that. A lot of ways to deal with it, but it didn't have enough of the ways. No longer full green. Hell no. All right, dude. Damn. At this point, the build kind of ideally needs to transition into something else. We still have plenty of grunt couplers, though. To be honest, we can still rebuild into the same thing. I need armor again, though. Like, actually, you can also do it this way. No, wait. What? I actually. There it is. Yeah. I see. Right. Whoops. Yeah. This would be the code for armor. Haven't been using a lot of the other alternative types of searches. But yeah, there's no nearby armor. The closest one is 73 away. Way far away. Way over there. Well, it's not ridiculously far, but... wait a minute. Yes, it is. Where are we? Oh, we're over here. That was the other side, yeah. Okay, let me think here. Anyway, I was trying to circle around to the command exit, but... Oh, look, that's actually a lot of grunts up there. Large storage transmission jammer. What are those traps? Oh, EM surge traps. Ooh, those are actually pretty effective. I've always wanted one of those. The garrison up here. Anyway, if we're really going to command to die, we should do it sooner rather than later. Regular wheel. Pretty long circuitous route here. Where'd our friends go? Did they just go die? No. They were chasing down a watcher abyss. Okay. Have fun, guys. Nope, don't need to take them out. We've fought through quite a few squads so far. It's nice to... we don't actually have high alert. Oh wow, swarmers. I haven't seen swarmers in ages. They're coming this way. I mean, we have a bunch of swarmer couplers. Like, a whole bunch. No one wants to go that way. Bring it. Oh, I thought they were going to come through the wall here. There is no hidden door. Oh, there's no hidden door here. Cute. I thought there was a hidden door. Well, then we have more free time. Or there's like a hidden door on the north side. Now they're going to come through over there. Dude, don't stand right there. Are you? Wow! Wow. Wow. That's some RNG. The Swarmer just destroyed a Swarmer coupler. Not the first time that's happened. Why couldn't even destroy the Swarmer coupler that didn't have a ton of value on it? They destroyed the good one. It's like the Hunter that blew off my Hunter coupler earlier. Amusing. Very amusing, guys. Very amusing. Enforcers out there. Oh, I can't fork this guy actually. That's a different hack. That's right. Sentry didn't open fire immediately. He's trying to get to me, but now he's gonna kill our swarmers. All right, good. That was nice. That was a good trade. Gave us his armor too. Oh, the swarmers are moving fast. I want to go to the east and catch them. Dude, put down that armor. No, he got away. He's getting away. Don't want to hack him. He just took that armor, though. Wait a minute. I don't even have much armor. I have light armor left. Core cycling, now we're using the super battery and an advanced force field and weapon cycler. Which is nice. Shoot. But I did want that armor. Yeah, our sentry coupler values aren't great right now. Technically, I could have hacked him, but I didn't want to. I wanted to leave 2 sentry couplers left. so that one can get shot off and I still have the other one left. Anyway, what are those swarmers are moving fast? I wanted to catch them now that I have a longer visual range, and I should be able to hack them. But it didn't work. Shoot, I want to shoot that recycler, but if I do, he's probably going to get away by the time I switch weapons. And then I'll miss and hit an engineer or something. No, he didn't move yet. Oh, he's got one left. Seriously? Crap. It's fine, let him get away. There was a hunter. I think I left my friends in here accidentally. Okay, those two programmers don't know we're here. There's a garrison nearby. There's a garrison down here in this room where those grunts are, it looks like. They just popped up. Kind of surprising we're still holding out here. Have to go all the way around, circling all the way around to get back to the other side of the exit. I wonder where those programmers are going. The sentry and wheel room. Oh, these guys aren't. These guys... Oh, whoa. Does that mean it dispatched hunters, maybe? These grunts are actually escorting that hauler. What? He opened the door and hacked a hunter in the hallway. I mean, a grunt. Cute. You serious? All our grunts are not dead. One of them killed the other. This guy had a targeting computer. Another advanced hacking suite. I already have one of those, actually. Yeah, escort, screw that. Let's find... Yeah, that didn't... that was more fun, right? Hey, was this guy carrying anything else? Yes. Thank you for the power source, dude. Hey, wait, there's another one? No, that's... Is that the damaged one? No. Wait, what do you... Oh, the other one's in my inventory. Wait, what is this? Light antimatter? Sure. We'll downgrade. Drop these. Oh my. There's a mechanic. It's the mechanic that we saw earlier. Finally have a mechanic, and we don't actually need him at the moment. Oh, so sad. Oh, of course, we're gonna fork a a tunneler too, because why not? No, he's bringing him in here. I was kind of worried about that. Too late now. Shoot. Yeah, they assimilated it back. I saw. Pretty annoying. I was worried about that. I shouldn't have actually reprogrammed him at the time, or booted him up real quick. I should have waited, let him either die out there or just not even reprogram him at the moment because I didn't need him right then anyway. And he's gonna be hanging around the area. Shoot. Would have been useful, I guess, to get him online later though. Just thinking about whether I would want to use this matter neutralizer. I think the problem with that is they can't fire it for very long due to the heat. Hard cell cannon has been pretty decent as a backup cannon weapon. Just to swap in and blast things. I've been using that for quite a while now. Can't last forever though, especially now that we don't have any armor. Now we're running on force field, which is pretty good, but the lack of armor is going to really start showing soon. I guess at this point it also makes sense to put on treads again, but now we're down, without the armor, we're up at 134 speed, which is pretty decent. $175 if we switch to treads, meaning as backup. This programmer doesn't die fast is going to be hunters. Then we're going to die fast. There's a watcher too. Shoot. There's two watchers. Oh my god. Alright, they're moving in the other direction at least. I gave him amplify, or the if you saw what it did there, amplify resonance, and it forked over to the other watchers. So there's two watchers running around, and one of them passed by the hunter out there and blasted him. This watcher info has been quite useful for not having sensors. I mean, technically, if we had a hunter coupler, it'd be less of an issue. But it does at least tell us where programmers are. Anyway, those hunters are going to come over here in a second. Yeah, watcher does feel good. Oh, shoot. Whoops. They were gone already. No! Come back! Pretty much screwed now. Four hunters. To be honest, Krasnowicz, I've stopped paying really close attention to everything. launchers coming our way. Mostly playing dumb today. Oops, that's right. Our NT coupler doesn't have anything left in it. I mean, I've been expecting to die in access for a while, so. Ever since deciding to try to go for command anyway. But wow, this has been quite a circle. I mean, trying to circle around to here. I also did stop kind of moving towards where I was supposed to be moving towards, in exchange for doing other dumb things. Wow, they're all in perfect shape. Should have taken the 15 tiles skill dig. Well, I mean, the smarter player would have been to, yeah, I mean, not even that much of a dig, really. Just instead of going east here earlier, I really could have sort of circled around here because we're close to the exit area this way. Even just coming this way would have been fine. But I've just been doing dumb things since. But it's fun getting into crazy situations than surviving anyway. Oh, main issue now is going to take a lot of damage. It's always the hunters in it, isn't it? Yeah, the main issues was our lack of hunter couplers. With regard to them, that did cause a lot of problems. I feel we've hacked this guy before. Oh, God. Misfire. Wonderful. Immediate misfire. At least we jammed his reinforcements. Repair my damn treads, dude. Quickly. In case you didn't notice, we're still not dead yet. Alright, treads repaired. Unless this is purgatory, you're not telling us. Hey, well, again, this is I'm headed to command anyway, even though that's kind of not the right move here. If the goal is to win, but it could make it more interesting. Well, for about 2 seconds before we get annihilated. But anyway, we're 24% corrupted. Oh, speaking of that, actually, I should probably start. I didn't have drop any. It's been a while since we killed some programmers, I guess. They're gone. Can't get rid of corruption at the moment. Keep making wrong moves due to corruption here. Game Up says we're just waiting for you to decide which opposite of head towards command thing to do. Yeah, well, unfortunately the side we found was the side that's not good for for approaching, which made things more complicated. Definitely more complicated than I wanted. Wow. Faulty overload amplifiers. Yes, nice fork. Oh, there's one. Don't have any overloadable weapons. Programmers. Love programmers. Programmers are so great. Let me get the hell out of here. I want to see the exit. It's right over here. Oh, look, there they are. Kill! Kill with prejudice very quickly. Let me help you kill. Pull out our trusty hard cell cannon. Start killing! Continue killing. Oh. Hey, that was my matter pod. Huge. Oh, there's another one. Well, there was another one. Ha! Grunts are technically pretty good at fighting off programmers. Earlier I had mostly sentries. A group from Alien RL has appeared. Hey, Baluk. Hey, Blind. Continue killing. Oh, hey, Epion. It's the Jupiter Hell Doom RL crowd. Alright, I don't know what... oh, this is a gamma rifle dropped by the programmers. Alright, let's head into... let's get out of here. Can we hack this, is the question. Oh, speaking of, we need to get our artificer here to initiate repairs. And... alright, I don't know what the chances to hack this are. Let's find out with our... I'm actually going to attach a hacking suite here. And we need 2 hacking suites. It's gonna be kind of funny to go all this way around the backside and then not be able to hack through. So corrupted. Very corrupted. Hey, we at least have a mechanic with us. Playing Aliens RL today as well, so it was a strange day. Oh yeah, I was wondering why you said Alien RL crowd. Well, that's unexpected then. Because we all know that the next thing that's going to happen after Jupiter Hell is the Aliens RL redone, right? Alright, so we made it to the other side of the behemoth. Basically, we spent... I don't know how many turns and how many allies and how many couplers fighting around the entire thing to get to this other side. Just getting my personal hype train rolling. Yeah. Could be a while yet, but yeah, I imagine that'll happen. Alright, so we're going to actually go into command. We're going to die in command, almost certainly. But hey, we're not dead yet, and we did all this extra fighting in access. We've actually raised the influence up to 1J at the moment, 265. So halfway up to assault territory. If you didn't notice though, after we killed the last hunters, I did start to gather some stuff that might be useful for a transition. We now have a bunch of spare legs. And we're on treads, and I picked up some weapons. We actually now have a whole bunch of penetrators. I mean, we're at the end game, which means it's going into the extended game, which is not exactly, it's not great for that. But it's better than nothing, which we had earlier. Pretty much nothing. FPN says, how can a man keep a secret nowadays? Does everybody know that Aliens RL is next? Yeah. I don't know, but I'm sure a lot of people don't know yet. But I definitely caught wind of that. All right, let's head into command. Very corrupted. FPN's not the best at keeping secrets. All right, we are in the top center. It is time to die. All right. Okay, we have some eye data here. That's somewhat helpful. Oh, we do still have 2 sentry couplers. Biometal heavy treads. It would be a nice upgrade for integrity. Alright, I'm mainly worried about running into programmers and hunters. Ah, seals! So, we don't have any allies whatsoever. So the thing about not having allied yourself with any faction means that if you open seals, it unleashes basically just wild derelicts into the map. They'll come and attack you. But they also attack the locals, which means they can be a good distraction. I think that probably only works better, though, if you're fast enough to avoid them while they kill everything. Or, well, cause havoc. I don't know of anyone who actually uses them. Does anyone actually use them? Vectis thinks this is hilarious because we have a default faction. In other words, no faction, and yet we start immediately with seals. See, if we had a good ally, this would be an amazing start because you can open the seals immediately and let in some really good friends. Do you use them, Vectis? They're very good. Are you fooling with me? This is definitely a die to all the derelicts moment. Yeah, we can't actually do much against the derelicts either because we don't have a combat build ourselves. Oh, Oimika says they use them to lure the sea progs. That's an idea. I think it really depends on where they are. Again, we're not fast, which means we won't be able to escape them very easily. We'd end up fighting a lot of them. Yeah, exactly. As Mimika says, it works better if you aren't 245 speed. Our speed right now is really slow. You got to be faster to be able to take advantage of them, I think. I certainly wouldn't want to do it now. We would need to speed up, and unfortunately, at this point, we only have 4 prop slots, which means we're only going to get so fast. So this is kind of unfortunate. If we had an ally, it would. If we had a faction working with us, this would have been a great start. All right, let's that's right. I do have structural scanner. Anyway, as a last-ditch fun thing, though, it could be something to open. Also, we could get more treads and speed up. Part of the reason we're slow is because I don't have any more treads. If we had a 4th tread attached, we would not be overweight, which would put us at a pretty decent speed, actually. What speed is it? 145. That could technically... Well, no, it's not quite fast enough, but it gets close. Anyway. A segregator trap. We're very corrupted, so even an allied trap, we need to not walk over them. I kind of want to go into this east room just to grab the heavy treads, though. Then we could have double heavy treads, and also more integrity. It does require facing off against a sentry, but that's not that bad, actually. Let's do that. But first thing I'm going to do is disable this trap. And then put back on our structural scanner. Can't do anything. Oh, I guess the watcher in the next room is not going to be a serious issue. Alright, no one step on the trap, please. Alright, you know something I forgot is it's never mind. It uses an NC coupler, so it's got to be low. I was going to say hacking a watcher. Is that the low or the high version? I'm just wondering if I could fork the sentry. I forgot which one it is. Also, I don't have my data jack attached. You forked the other way around earlier. That's true. So it must be okay then. Because it has to be the same hack, and there's a high version and a low version, so it might actually work here? Shoot, it's not going to work now if I don't have my... didn't have a data jack attached, which means I think the watcher's going to get away. No! God. Ah, he just got away. Crap. Bastard. That was unfortunate. I don't have any thermal weapons. I'm thinking of what to do to this guy who could spike his heat. I don't want to waste a whole bunch of hacking power on him. I need to do something with less than 4 in order to keep both of our couplers. Because we didn't get him this time, but we might get another one later. Spike his heat. Anyway. Oh. Critical meltdown! That's the good thing about having grunt allies is they're all using thermal weapons. So if you spike a target's heat, they don't have enough time to bring it down before they get melted. Anyway, if I had my data jack attached when we came in here, I probably could have forked. Unfortunately, did not. Okay, now, let's see what we have here. my armor leg. Let us... Who's shooting? Oh. I was not paying attention to that. Stasis projector. Alright, let's grab this matter. Alright, everyone, don't chase down the Watcher. What is that other dude doing? Alright, he's following. He's just hanging out in the back like a smart guy. Advanced heavy treads. Oh, wow. Those would be faster. Anyway, we now move at 145, which is decent. I still don't exactly know how we're going to get out of here. So the only chance we have of actually winning Extended right now, I think, is racing through and trying to hack the conduit. Also, we have 2 hacking suites. That reminds me, speaking of hack. That actually makes it decent for hacking the door. Could be good stuff in the... In the what? The Hype EM stash? What do you mean? Kind of worried about what enemies you're going to find out here. Prototype device. The MC stash? Yeah, I figured you might mean the MC stash. Does that can that have an hype? That can't have an EM Gauss in it, can it? Or can it? I don't think it can. Unless I'm mistaken. I have not actually used that stash before, but I did design it. Nope. Okay, yeah. Exactly. See, Amy says nope. That would be mean. I wouldn't put it there, because you're supposed to be able to get a powerful, you know, weapon of some sorts there. Or no, not just weapon, but the better things. I know, I say it's okay, but it's not, certainly not, I will admit it's not one of the better things. It's certainly not good when you might need it. You know, remember the stash is for surrendering. Actually, speaking of surrendering, that would be an option too. I haven't done that yet. But the only way to get a surrender would be to actually be able to take out the shell. You have some meme items in there. You can get hardened Centrium treads. As the testing item? Yeah, I guess, yeah. There's other weapons anyway. But, I don't know. Why are hardened Centrium treads meme items? I mean, they have a ton of integrity. Although, nowadays, there's so many other good late-game treads as well, so... Alright, gonna move on. Oh, you're saying it's a meme item because it's in the same slot as Aegis and... Wait, oh, and Hypervelocity Multi-Rail? Yeah, that's true. Oh god, there's programmers here. Someone took a wrong turn. That's exactly what I need, is more corruption. Still don't have any actual armor. Also, I took off my transmission jammer. If we kept it on, I don't know how much help that would be, but because we're going to end up going around the corner anyway. What else can I remove here? Let us take the structural scanner off, put on a phase shifter, and say hello to our friend. It would have been nicer if to do this in the quarter, maybe? Well, he was immediately corrupted to death. They're going to hit us in the rear in a second, which is going to take out our mechanic. It's going to be sad. Well, killed my data jack, but... I see you there. I was hoping, I took one shot against the wall because I was hoping to get our grunts around the side, but that didn't work. So anyway, because we're using a force lance, he backed up, which didn't work in his favor. I guess I probably should pick up one of these power cores. hadn't really noticed the lack of power because we have a super battery. Oh, these guys were picking up junk that I dropped. They don't seem to have anything else. They do have a tractor beam, but don't exactly have a whole lot of space for stuff. Kind of need to keep the structural scanner attached when not in combat. Hey, Crackle. Crackle says, I wonder when someone is going to kill MC by ramming him to death. I don't know. Ask GJ. GJ, I'm sure, has tried. not ramming per se, but also kicking. Kick him to death. I'm sure that was actually even reasonably possible before kicking damage was capped. Kicking damage was originally not capped, and of course GJ took advantage of that and see, what do we have? We still have a heavy shock bomb launcher. Armored wheel. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get our artificer working. No, wait. No, not a target, this one. I know it can be done to Brawn at least. Not surprising. Almost anything can be done to Brawn. No weapon uncapped ram damage kicking build would be pretty strong. Yeah, it's exactly, that's why it's capped. Kicking damage, the way the formula works, I mean, I wanted it to be at least somewhat decent if you kind of focus on that a little bit, but the formula used does allow it to get up to ridiculous levels in order to allow for that. Here's this beam. Brawn is vulnerable to crushing too, one of the more reliable ways to kill him, probably. What is this core? You have to hurt him a little bit before you can crush him to death? I would have assumed his core is a little strong for that. Oh, look at that! I have a backup laser. Our trusty mechanic friend said we needed a weapon. Wait, why did I not even... Did I drop my weapon? No, never mind. It's because they destroyed the data jack. That's what it was. Oh, shoot. I forgot to pick up the spare then. Oh, they didn't drop a spare. We don't have a spare data jack, and they didn't drop one. Sad. Yeah, nice laser. What does this thing do? 18 to 20 thermal damage. You have to... Oh, okay. So yeah, Tone says you have to knock him down to 50 first. Yeah. Alright, what is that down there? A system shield. Reinforced quantum reactor, Centrium leg. Centrium leg could be decent. I could probably drop the armored wheel in my inventory, pick up a Centrium leg, would be nice. First we're gonna spot these Terminators coming down the hallway. Oh, shoot. I lost 2 couplers. Wonderful. Oh, they weren't that important. How'd you like that? Oh man, we were so corrupted. Yep, that's what I was waiting for. Oh, I maybe need another targeting computer. Oh, heavy shock bomb. Got a little damaged, but... Wait, where did did we lose our mechanic? Where'd he go? Or did he go some other way and get killed? Or what? Just happened. Oh, there he is. Good. He's still alive. Fix my shock bomb before it misfires. Could get a sentry friend over here. I don't know. I'm thinking of just like charging, but gonna charge the Doom Quarter and die, basically. I don't know. I'm just kind of wandering around. I keep going the wrong direction because we're kind of corrupted here. Centrium wheel. Actually, wait a minute. I accidentally dropped the... forgot to drop the armored wheel. Oh, not good. I can't imagine having programmers come after us here is going to end up well. Could we get an auto-assimilate on this sentry, please? Apparently not. Oh, shoot. Oh, I couldn't do it fast enough. Damn it. I should have had my data jack attached. I wanted to hack this guy. Crap. Whoops, I forgot. I don't even have an NC coupler attached, so yeah, it's not going to work. That was a problem. Let's... One N. Alright, purge threat. And here come the programmers. Uh-oh. He's at 59. I'm very tempted to go open the seal. Purely for fun. Oh my god, the other programmer came from the other side. Ah! Alright, I have no extra armor. I'm very tempted to go into siege mode here. That's another thing I'm tempted to do. Oh, actually an interesting thing. Right here, if you could get engineers to come over here, open the seals, and then the engineers immediately, you time it well, so they close the wall to our east. Open this wall, wait for engineers to get nearby, and then hack it and run back out here. They'll seal the wall, and the stuff that comes out won't come after you. At least not immediately. And you have a chance to, well, I don't know, go... There's a room up here. You could escape up to that room, too, and head off in a different direction. That would actually work. Unfortunately, right now, there's several programmers in Sentry to deal with first. I don't think that's... I won't be able to do that plan right away, unless maybe I just do it anyway. What does everyone else think here? Should we open the wall and hack this and let this stuff and the programmers and everybody fight it out while we run away? Or take them out ourselves? I think we can still take all these programmers and probably with the Force Lance. I mean, not even just the Force Lance. Now I have some firepower, but anyway, two options. Chrysomer says the seal is a bad idea. Well, I didn't say it was a good idea. It is a bad idea, but I'm wondering whether we want to do it anyway. We've already done plenty of bad ideas this run. It's a content idea, yes. Exactly. Different content. Either you can maybe do the seals a slightly safer way, the engineer way I was talking about later, or just try and do it immediately. Vectus, of course, says +1 to seals. Obviously, the other problem with that is just that there's a small chance that the programmers might fly in after us immediately and destroy the seals before I can actually hack it, because they're faster. That could be a problem. Oh, you can't open it at this corruption anyways? Remember that I also have 2 hacking suites. Would it be still that hard? It's true, we're 27% corruption. Even with the hackware? You think we can't open it? Yeah, the chances I think might be kind of low. I was hoping that we could with this. Maybe we could drop our corruption then by taking out the programmers and get lucky with their drops. It's in the 10s? Yeah, I think so. I think it's in the 10s as well. So that alright, that actually makes that unlikely. Alright, we're just way too corrupted right now. Alright, so I guess the plan is to try and lower our corruption first and then do the other one. That makes more sense. I mean, I do really like the idea of opening the seals, but if it's really like a 10% chance to actually work, let's not bother with that. I'm going to have to wait right here and take these guys out. It looks like we're in a dead-end room, though, which means we're in an okay situation for fighting these guys. This is, I think, my last data jack, which means I shouldn't leave it on. Put on a penetrator. And I could put on a heatsink, but I'm not going to waste the time to do that. We're not a great melee fighter. But it is a Force Lance. That sentry is... I'm going to prefer to not have the sentry step in here first. Oh, shoot. First lance got hit. Please don't die. Ouch. Will this guy drop? Nope. Let's drop his data jack at least. We could hack the sentry. It's coming close to the end anyway. Maybe we'll just hack the sentry. He's gonna die probably quickly, but... Oh, never mind. There's a programmer here. Can't hack the sentry. Wow. Force Lance wins. Sentry loses. Oh shoot, here comes another sentry. Couldn't these programs drop something else that could help us here? Railgun. We don't have enough weapon slots to really put together a good gun build, though. We can only manage cannons. Anyway. Particle reactor, data jack, railgun, matter, gamma rifles. $183 low. Well, this guy could help us do a little more hacking as well, right? I was hoping to get through the wall up here. Wow, that's kind of far away. Maybe it's a single corridor. Ah, there it is. It goes that way. That's further than I'd wanted, but... I have no idea if there's an engineer who's going to actually come over here, though. Engineers are all scared off. They really are all scared off. Oh, are there no engineers in command? Maybe there aren't. I didn't think of that. You're right. I do not... clearly, I don't do much fighting in command. I don't do much playing command. You're right. I think there are no engineers in command. Yeah, that was intentional to avoid being able to do crazy stuff like this. There aren't any engineers in command. Okay, well, then I don't have to worry about that. Alright. Let's just see if we can hack this thing. Look at that, 27%. Not bad. Oh, uh-oh. Disengaging subsurface cave network CLC 699. Can't believe Kizrata defeats his own cheese. All right. So, yeah. Look, it's a hunter. Uh-oh. All right. Everyone, time. What did you just destroy? You destroyed my behemoth coupler. Good, I didn't need that one. I have so much corruption I can't even walk in the right direction. Oh my god. There they are. What is this place? Who cares? Let's loot it. Wild derelicts are here. And they spotted us. I hope these hunters win. I probably should not have gone south. Northwest would have been a better move. Instant pals? Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be pretty nasty. Now you actually want Main Sea's forces to be nearby so that they can all kill each other. Oh, there was a friggin' target computer over there. I should have grabbed that. Oh, that's target analyzer. Never mind. Didn't see the whole thing. Quantum. All right. There was no. The other hunter to the northwest must have gone around. Ooh, there's segregator traps up there. All right, I'm gonna go north. There's the other hunter up there. Oh, all right. There's only one guy coming through here. Of course, there could be more in a moment. Nice job. All right, we're not dead yet. Oh, there's another one. Oh, shoot. Lost the structural scanner. That was kind of nice, pushing that guy with knockback right up back outside the door. A lot of grunts to the south. It'd be kind of nice to use them. Are they fighting? They're not fighting. Oh shoot, this guy's here. Missed. Man, this corruption sucks. Blocked. Haha! Hey. Did I want that? No. I do want this matter, though. Actually, I should kill you. Didn't want either of those things, but I didn't know what they were. Oh, that's pretty funny that we can see those guys in there with our watcher feeds. Recycling unit. Oh, fighting going on to the east. Those grunts are now engaged. Oh, that does make things more fun, that's for sure. Terminal. Definitely got to do one of the best hacks. Didn't pull it off though. Oh look, it's a Colossus. Oh, it's really sad that I lost my behemoth coupler. I've carried that around literally for more than half the game. I mean, we've already put them to use several times, but it would be really, really nice to get one of these guys on our side. Right about now, which we could do if I had a fork, if I still had his coupler and could fork it. Unfortunately, now he's literally guarding the way I want to go. Actually, wait, with a jammer, can't we just walk by these watchers? I don't know. That actually doesn't seem to make much sense, does it? I don't actually remember what the corridor looks like over there. There's an access corridor, so yeah, that would work. And die horribly in the garrison. No, I don't mean actually fighting what's in the garrison. I mean, isn't there another access corridor though beyond that, or is it at the end of one of the? No, I think it's the end of one of the mains, one of the spokes. I've never actually gone into the garrisons before. The only time I've ever done anything with the garrisons is back when you could still double ST them, and I did that once with a fast build. All right, so now we're pretty much screwed unless something else likes to take out that behemoth, because there's no way I could. Oh, you can't cut through without fighting a box. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if that had a separate corridor, but now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, it's the connection through the bottom of one of them. So yeah, and I can't fight through one of them. You know, actually, we would have enough to get through a Swarmer box in particular. Oh, hey, welcome, Zeke McFeet. Wondering about the use of the Trojans. Yeah, you can learn about those in the game. There's most of the Trojans are learned through either one of two different places, in Zion or Warlord's base. But yeah, you'll learn them through the lore as you meet NPCs that teach them to you. I mean, yeah. So if you want to learn them naturally, then that'll work. Otherwise. Yeah, some people just spoil themselves, but yeah, not everyone does. Some people like to just learn them when you get to that point. It does for newer players. It keeps the game a little less complex because the Trojans, there's a lot of them, and it's kind of nice to learn them bit by bit. But at the same time, if you really want just to know from the beginning, you can just use guides or whatever to see that. But yeah, visit Zion and Warlord, and obviously you have to visit more than once because what you get there is random each time. So there's a chance you might not learn any. There's a chance you'll learn some. It's not just NPCs too. You can also learn them through machines. Some machine records will teach them to you. Again, all derelict stuff though. It's the derelicts where you can learn that stuff. So yeah. Then you just keep waiting and trying to visit those places. All right, so we can't take out a behemoth. Which means I gotta hope that someone else does. And go look for more seals or whatever. We're really corrupted. I'm just gonna use this opportunity to go north and check out what's in the corner. Nothing. Oh, there's an advanced targeting computer over there now, too. Ah, yeah, okay. Chris Armitage does say that, yeah, there's at least one Obi-Wan record that tells you a hack because it's specifically it's a record about those hacks. Yeah, there's one that you can learn that way, I guess, indirectly. It's not, obviously, that's an interesting way to learn that one. Most of them don't come from that source, but good point. I don't hear any fighting. I wonder if they stopped coming. I don't really want to keep fighting programmers forever. Nope, they're still over there. Yep, they're definitely over there. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, there they are. There's a mutant, a wizard, and a fireman. And what is with all these reactors? This whole place got blown up. And also there's a lot of reactors. Wow. Imagine hitting this with a heavy shock bomb. The visual sensors are also coming in handy here. So able to see those guys from far away. I have pretty much nothing else though. I'm kind of hoping the programmers walk by in the right direction so that I can just hit this giant stash of engines and melt them all. It's going to be hard to organize that, though. This place got blown up. I want to go east. Seems like most of them headed off east. There's another one. There's the fireman. Oh, there's guys to the south also fighting. Wow. They're already... Whoa. Uh-oh, here comes a mutant. They're all over the place. Oh, why didn't that mutant fight the behemoth? He was maybe getting close to doing it, too. Behemoth's just out of range. Shoot. Oh, no, programmer. Ah. Got some of them. Nice having so many engines around. That guy's still in good shape, though. Got both of his guns. They were trying to hack the mutant that walked around the corner. Impulse thrusters. Huh. Man, corruption is now up to 35%. Could make a run for it. I can't touch the impulse thrusters, though. They're literally right in front of a behemoth. Well, I mean, I could just tank it. Tank the hits and run away. But that's some serious firepower to tank. Damage remote data jack to the northeast. I have 2. I have to go all the way around in order to get to the Doom Corridor. Like, all the way around. I wonder how the bots are faring out here in the war zone. Interestingly, they're not coming over here. Not as many, though. Wow, a whole bunch of prototype flight units, too. Wow. That's tempting. Just gotta basically deal with the... How to do that. There he is. Nasty guy. Oh, shoot. I was hoping to find enemies, not programmers. Just got spotted. Oops. Heatsink armor time. Okay. Hunter down there now, too. It's really nice having the sensors, at least. Uh-oh. Who was that? Is that programmers? Somebody just walked through the phase wall. And they left. Otherwise I would have seen them now. Wait. That's a good sound to hear? Why is that a good sound to hear? I wasn't paying attention to what passed by the... Or where? What is that? Was it going north? I don't recall seeing anything pass in front of the Watchers. Oh, an assimilated derelict hunter. Huh. That's amusing. Oh, the southeast guy? Oh, was it? Oh, I didn't... How did you know that? I didn't see, but anyway. need more treads too. Oh, because you saw his name? Alright, I didn't see the name. Wasn't paying attention to that. I just immediately assumed it was a hunter and then stepped out of view. But yeah, if it had a name, then it was an assimilated derelict hunter. There were a lot of programmers running around. 38% corruption. Our cannon's about to go, the one that's been carrying us through quite a lot of the game. A lot of other random backup weapons. Now slower though, with the loss of the other treads. What kind of the treads are out here? Regular improved treads, advanced heavy treads. Where are those? Those are way over there. Not much. Heavy treads way off on the other side. I wonder where the other seals are. All right. There's a worker over there, which means we know there's no enemies nearby it. Whoa. This whole place got destroyed too. Gorilla. It is indeed. He's dead. Surf crushed by falling debris. Surf destroyed. This whole place got blown out. Even more flight units here. Well, we did make it to the other side. Oh wow, a melee analysis unit. Sweet, that's interesting. Been doing a lot of melee combat, but not actually using anything to back it up. So that is something I would actually consider attaching. Too bad that those flight units, all these flight units to the north aren't also the south. I kind of want to just attach flight and then make a run for it, but I guess the other option is to have more coverage. Actually, the flight would just get blown off. I think in the end it's going to be really hard to actually manage to hack anyway, although we need flight to jump. Jumping is probably one of the easier ways to assimilate. We have an anti-missile system. I think you're basically just going to go die in the Doom Quarter. Actually, I wonder what the exit access for the surface exit defenders are doing. If they've had to contend with anything. No death, only live. What do the walls do here? 35? Alright, we can actually shoot through that. Yeah, there we go. Well, I went around the door, but they still came through anyway. That was pretty slick. I have a transmission jammer, which means whoever else was with him probably doesn't know where he actually here. There they are. Finally lost it. No cannon. Sad times. Now have enough for double HERF, and we still have a cycler. .232 matter. Done a pretty good job of taking out most of the patrols. Terminal index. Shoot. Do I have a way to shoot through walls anymore? No. Oh. Yeah. Of course, of course. Heavy neutron cannon. Okay. I'll accept. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Lots of no. Wow. The neutron cannon was a trap. I actually really wish these guys were closer. We could totally assimilate all of them. Alright, this hunter here has a friend who does not know we're actually here, who's around the corner. But that's not really going to help us at the moment. I kind of... shoot. That's bad news. Yes, it is a Cogmind tradition, Croissant, breaking the wall immediately next to a secret door. It's amazing how often that happens. Alright, this is bad. Actually, I have no armor. This could be really bad. Actually, not just really bad, really, really bad. In this corner, against 2 squads. Uh-oh. Oh shoot, that's right. I don't think I can corrupt this guy to death. Ha! That's right. I can corrupt faster than you guys are willing to clear the corruption. Oh shoot. He came around the other side. Okay, that's actually bad. Alright, didn't need that many. Shoot. Whoa, okay, I guess I don't have to remove that, but shut it off. Anyone else like to die? Put on another NC coupler so that we can get back our watcher sight. It's our last one, but this is pretty much the end anyway, so that's fine. Well, we got yet 2 more squads. And we're now 42% corruption. Not anywhere near a record. Okay, maybe we could actually hack some friends for once. Reactivate. Kill that freak quickly. Thank you. No, wait. They should stay right here for a second. Just while I look out ahead. Layered heavy armor. Oh, yes. Light quantum reactor. Corruption screen. I'm a little late for that. Well, actually, no. 20%. Fortunately, it's basic. The reason that item is not better on its own than it otherwise could be is because it can kind of negate one of the main disadvantages of, or longer term disadvantages of hanging around on the floor. You know, it works against one of the clocks. So, anyway. But, yeah, we're going to be revisiting all those, and we will see. But, clock's bad? No, clock's good. What do you mean clock's bad? How do you even take that away from what I said? Alright, medium tres... What else? Reactor... unknown protection. That's shielding? Double slots. Huh. Does this belong... Maybe it belonged to a sentry. Just regular heavy armor, so yes, indeed, it did belong to a sentry. We now have armor again, though. We're about to, which is kind of nice. Honestly, kind of probably dragging out the inevitable, though. Would it help to take out the phase generator? I don't think so, huh? I haven't gotten a single assault after this. Vector says, I'm not sure BTS understands what exactly counts as a clock. What? Really? You're saying BTS was talking about how he wanted to avoid clocks in game design wherever possible, even going so far as to remove infinite turn poison from TGW. Oh, is that part of the poison talk earlier? I saw there was some poison talk. I didn't get into the look over that conversation very closely, though. Avoid clocks. Yeah, I mean, I can see that can totally be a thing. The thing is, TGW has its own limitations. I mean, on the player. You know, you need, certainly Cogmind needs clocks because there's other, you know, sources. There's so many different sources of things in Cogmind that you could pretty much, it'd be too easy to own the floor without clocks. Obviously, I mean, this is just the kind of challenge that Cogmind wants to present. But I think with TG, the Ground Gives Way works fine without clocks even. Although it's interesting that he did add the aliens later, which I actually don't know much about. I know that they were added like to get rid of the basically always traveling around you know, using a stash basically and having the ground be your inventory due to all the other design limitations. But yeah, I know exactly. That's what I'm not saying they're a clock, Vectus. I'm saying that's the only thing that he's added to kind of deal with other issues that that the ground gives way comes with, because it doesn't have a clock. You can do stuff like that. Like one of the things that works against that can work against having a stash is, for example, food clocks, because you'd have to go a lot of traveling back to your stash and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, the aliens do sound like they do a good job. You wouldn't like it without aliens. It's essential to being a good game. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine. I can totally see them as being very good for that game. Very helpful. And also funny, but design-wise, it makes a lot of sense, because the original game before Aliens, which is the only game I played, actually, I've never actually played the game when it had aliens in it. We'll later, but yeah, back then you could always run back to previous floors to get items that you left. Remove food. Yes, we're gonna remove food. Hey, Gamma Funk is screaming, remove food. Gamma Funk definitely thinks food is bad. Alright, I'm kind of just wandering here. Looking for other seals, maybe? Oops. Glad that did not hit anyone. Oh, we have Watcher. Watcher sighting. Drone bays. Another advanced weapon cycler. What else is down here? I'm gonna split it up. Ooh, I like this feature. Nice new feature. Biometal leg. Okay. So there's a biometal leg and another cycler down there. Okay. Heavy disruptor cannon. I know some people really like that. I'm not a big disruptor cannon fan, but 42% now. Another melee analysis suite? Wait, what? Wait, what am I? Wait, why can't I see the melee analysis suite? Oh, never mind. It's because I left the categories on. Advanced melee analysis. Actually, wait. Did I lose mine? Oh, I still have the Force Lance. Need a replacement for that thing. I'm not going to attach it for now, though. Replacement, or we could repair it, but I don't think we're going to find any mechanics around here. Okay. Reaction control. There was a sentry in here earlier? He's dead now? Man, those guys really did a number on this place. Gyrokinetic inverters. Right next to a bunch of reaction control systems. Oh, I was just about to destroy that wall, and it turns out it's a secret door. As always. Okay, as Gamma Funk points out, agree with Kisrati that you need food clocks in some games, food or otherwise. Our game had a bad food clock, so we replaced it with something else. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course, the other thing about having food in a game, or in a roguelike in general, which has been a discussion on the Ultimate ADOM forums, actually, since that just released recently, was the fact that, you know, aside from being a clock, it can also be just something really, an interesting system to interact with, you know, in terms of eating different corpses for different effects and stuff like that. That's kind of a neat thing, traditionally, in a lot of roguelikes. Doesn't necessarily have to be a strong clock, but people like that as a system. I mean, obviously you can have other systems that do similar stuff. That just happens to be one way to do that. Game of Funk says, I assume the seals release a finite amount of Duralex. That is true. It's a lot, but it's finite. There's another seal here, though, somewhere that we can hack. Although we did lose some of our hackware. Did I lose both of them already? We lost all of our... No, I have one left. Okay. One of them got shut off. But anyway, yeah, they are finite. Heavy trades a lot of matter. We've not found the other one. The other one will be located by a terminal, though. So we did the terminal index, which means it makes it easier to find them. Also, we could send out some drones. I don't know if that's a good idea. It might cause more problems. Beckus, maybe Dungeon Crawl is good now. Okay, Gamefunk says, yeah, they added a Zot clock. It kills you if you stay too long in one branch, basically. That's interesting. That's really cool, actually. I had known that you're gonna do a remove. The plan was to remove food, but beyond that, I hadn't seen what had been done since. I did hear something about a Zot clock, but I didn't know any details on that. That's cool. Oh shoot, there's an ARC. What is in the ARC? Swarmers! Is this guy still in perfect shape? Damn. Champ. Damn it. Now we basically have a Swarmer army. Well, sort of. Swarmers killing Swarmers. Alright, Swarmer army maintained. At this point, it would be cool if we did have a lot of prop slots. I just switched to some really fast flying bot. Is this going to be a die to corruption before core damage stream? 42% is not that bad. Oh yeah, this explosion. I'm glad this did not explode. That's a 75% stability on that thing. Let's get the hell out of this room. Oh my god, it didn't explode though. That could have been interesting. I wasn't even paying attention to the fact that we're sitting in a phase generator room. That would have been an epic explosion. Watcher. Damn. Stay there, Watcher, so I can fork you. He's not staying there. How about all our friends stay here? Too late. Watcher's coming. Alright, it should wait right here. Don't kill each other. Watcher's going back and forth between a bunch of swarmers. Cute. Yeah, I'm gonna fork you. Alright, that didn't work. Explosion generator? Yeah, seriously. The Watcher's like, ah! Yeah, he was in trouble. Shoot. These sentries are located rather inconveniently. I don't have enough to actually even hack one permanently. We could mess him up though. Alright, let's just kill this guy. Everyone else stay. What do we have here? Traffic repair, anti-missile system. Ouch, gonna take tank one hit. And do something to this guy. Probably just something basic. Scatters targeting. Scatters targeting. And there's another sentry coming. Damn it. I messed up. There we go. Okay, never mind. They're not gone yet. I was worried our friends would have started to run around the other side. I needed to open the wall to help them a little bit there. Okay. Ah, found it. Ooh. I found it. Let's see what happens. Unknown leg. Could be a really good leg. I guess it could also be a crappy leg. Oh shoot, there's another hidden door on the other side. great. I'll like destroy it now. Oh, should... If the seal gets disabled like that, is it even possible to open the seal anymore? That's what I was worried about. Oh well. You don't actually know what this leg is. Ah, just regular layered medium armor. Hello, programmers. Did you kill all my friends? Yes, you did. Oh, they destroyed the terminal. Well, I guess that's the end of that. Crap, it's also the end of me. Oh man, I should have just hacked it. Did not expect them to come in here. I thought they'd come from a different direction. There's apparently another hidden door into that room from the other side. That happens a lot. We need a seal cork part. Gonna kick this guy through. That dude's overheating, wow. What if... Damn it. Ah, no, bad news. Made a bad move there. Crap. 53. I think I'm going for a record. No, my personal record's higher than that. We've still got more to go. Well, I guess no more seals for us. I was really hoping to open some more seals and have some more fun with those guys. Not happening. I wonder where the actual exit is. Like, not like the exit on this side. We have remote data jack we can drop. Well, there's where they came from. Oh, seal cork part so we can open by force. I think you mean cork opener. Oh, watcher. It's telling us there's more hover units ahead. Ah, okay, the other double watchers. Oh, imagine sending out drones and they like wake up the garrisons. Hey, there's a slashing weapon. Molecular scythe. Oh, I will take it. Sweet, finally got a new melee weapon, and it's not damaged. Yeah, it wasn't a nano sword. I was wondering if it might have been. Turned out not be. Damn it. Wanted that seal. Alright, I do still have swarmer couplers though. Which is amusing. There's a regular lance down there and a combat linear grab jet and a terminal. So those guys are coming this way. Nope, they switched. No, they're still coming. To move back. Make sure the force get it. Right, more programmers. They're gonna eat right through our swarmer defenses. Alright. Yeah, not much else. That was easy. The forking is really nice. I think we're pretty much dead now. Trying to see if there could be any kind of good catalyst in here, but no, I don't think so. The exit is probably up here. the regular exit. Well, I say regular, but that is also not really a good option. Oh, see the programmers. I see them moving. They're on the move. Let us come down here. Oh, they're getting here really fast. Can listen to see if any of the actual programmers will win. The program is lost. Sweet. That was amazing. Our 4-stormer squad just took out a squad of programmers. Oh yes. Oh yes. They might have been an advantage in terms of how the programmers came into the room, but I couldn't even see them, so I have no idea. That's pretty awesome, though. I was assuming I was going to have to chop down some programmers in the doorway. Didn't turn out that way, though. Amusing. Okay. Alright, so I guess this is... We've pretty much taken out everything out here except, well, the main exit, which is probably somewhere up there. Hey, Rusty. I have no idea what's going on, but it sounds awesome. Yeah, it's a late game Cogmind where, yeah, there's just so many variables and crazy stuff going on. That was certainly awesome, though. Our weak little flying friends took out some fairly powerful robots who were targeting us, the programmers. They didn't even make it to the room we were in. Anyway, I was assuming the programmers, I mean, our swarm of friends would all die, and then I just cut down the rest in the doorway with our scythe. But we actually won. It was not even odds. All right, so the question now is how are we going to die? We're going to rush the Doom Corridor. Do we want to actually fight it at all? Do we want to drag out programmers? I think if we do anything slowly, they're probably just going to kill me. The other option would be to rebuild to rush through. We can kind of rebuild now. Bombardment. There's also a behemoth next to the exit, but if we approach from the south, we should be able to make it out. Right up. Wait, where is? Oh, actually, wait a minute. The exit's here. All right, never mind. It's not. The behemoth is up there. There's a behemoth up there, and the actual exit though is this way. Here's the terminal that we'd have to hit. We'd have to get lucky and hack it open, which is getting harder and harder. We're 53% corrupted, which is I haven't been this corrupted in a very long time. Makes hacking harder. We have a hacking suite. I don't know if we might be able to still hack through though. We'd have to get lucky with it, and then also still have to deal with what's on the other side. If we don't take out the stuff in the corridor, though, they'll just catch up anyway. Like, the programmers will end up destroying the conduit. So I don't know how that's going to work. I don't have enough firepower to take out the shell, either. The only thing I'm happy about is I have an anti-missile system, which I haven't used yet. It's good for the corridor. Molecular scythe, no. Trying to think of the alternative of actually going out the surface exit, which is kind of annoying too. But the other thing is, if you can manage to at least take out some of the Doom Corridor guys, you can rebuild from their remains, and then you're in decent shape, depending on how you take them out. Four prop slots. It's kind of a big limitation. Armor's gonna go soon. Anyway, well, what does chat think? What do you want to see? How do you want to see us die? I'm surprised we actually made it this far, considering a lot of the odds that we're up against throughout pretty much this whole stream. There's a lot of opportunities where we could have just outright died, but it didn't happen. Yeah, we can't actually identify those yet. Something I need to add. No, Vectus. You might want to see a plus plus, but this is not a tone stream or an MTF stream or any of them. Oh, Rusty, we're actually, this is the extended game where we could reach the surface. There's a way to out towards the surface, but we've mainly been going for to take out one of the bosses. But we can't actually take out the boss with this build. It's not powerful enough. So there's an alternative way to win also, where you can basically we have our borders of our console borders here are red because we've switched over to we've installed what's called the Relay Interface Framework, which allows us to hack into the robot systems, and that same ability would also allow us to instantly own the complex if we can get adjacent to a certain conduit. But it's behind a bunch of enemies, including the boss. And if the conduit's damaged, we can't do that either. So that was kind of the thing I was hoping to be able to do, but I don't see that being very realistic. But yeah, if we could get next to the conduit, we'd instantly win. You have to, but you first also have to draw the boss away from it. I feel like I just need to go die. Drone bays. What if you use? No, that's not going to last. I was going to say, what if you use drones? As regular drones aren't going to be very useful as some kind of like distraction. We do have an anti-missile system, but the first missile that gets through will destroy them all. Anyway, so we're basically going to die. The actual surface exit from here is also too powerful for us to get out of. We can go through. There's alternative ways to try and get through the back side of it, but I don't think I have anything powerful enough for that either. Basically, so far our run has been a straight shot to the surface rather than exploring branches, but we're now in the extended game anyway. So we don't have the other power that branches would have afforded us, but we do have a lot of hacking powers, which has been quite useful throughout the run. Gotten us out of a lot of trouble. So, anyway... Alright, I guess I'm gonna go see what else is in the other rooms then. Let's see, I assumed I would have died before this point. In which case this decision wouldn't be necessary. Anti-grav, light quantum. Alright. I was hoping to find something else in here. Prototype hover. Bad we couldn't get through the other seal. 53% corruption. Alright, well I guess let's go get torn apart. 4 biometals, you're a dog. Over halfway there. Yeah. See, we are over halfway to corrupting ourselves to death here. Yes. We're gonna accept our fate. We're gonna die in the Doom Corridor. This is what's known as the Doom Corridor, for those who are unfamiliar with it. Because when you go in, you're basically doomed. Unless you've got a good build. So I think I should probably rip off all my couplers now. Just win by kicking. Yeah. Shoot. Probably makes more sense to start with the legs that are in better shape. Also, technically, I guess I need to spend more time working on my inventory here, because if I'm going to rip off couplers, it's going to change some stuff here. Visual processing unit. No, we're not gonna get a death by terminal corruption. Well, you know, I say that, but if we go up against combat programmers with with enough armor, it could happen. If we couldn't take them out fast enough, that would be pretty funny, actually. It would. I don't know. That'd be a lot of hits, though. We're gonna die before that, right? I think. Yes. All right, let's go get some more. I don't have enough backup matter either. Is there any? I don't think there's any. There's none. There's a matter filter. Where's there a matter filter? Way over there. Huh. There's a matter filter way up in the northeast side. That actually could be kind of crucial for not dying, I think. Let's kind of try and rebuild real quick, I guess, to give ourselves like a 5% chance of winning. If that high. Unknown leg. Alright, I'll bite. Oh, it's my armor leg. Well, it's got more integrity. Sure. Need a matter filter. Honestly, matter storage would be nice too. It's gonna mean we're gonna have to fight some more programmers though. Going over the other side of the map. Is there any kind of armor out here? No. Power shielding. That's all. That's unfortunate. Anyway, it seems like there's no enemies though left. This guy doesn't count. I don't have an NC coupler anyway, so he needs to die. Sensor array. Huh. We could take out the phase generator. Our current influence is 23, which is pretty sweet. Alright, we don't need this visual unit. I'm actually on my way to get the matter filter. Tractor beam. Ooh, that sounds good. There is a lot of other crap up here. Maybe there's something I'm missing that might be helpful. Power sources, decent on that. Technically, we should replace our fission core with something bigger. Because I think we're going to end up fighting, not running. Propulsion. Another biometal leg to the northeast. Damaged armored wheel. Salvage targeting. Point defense system. I get one anti-missile is probably good enough. If you notice me walking in jagged lines, it's because we're corrupted. Go get this leg. Wait, where did that leg go? It's up in here in the corridor. My armor. Oh. Wait a minute. Take this one. Unknown device. Maybe I should identify that. Also prototype. Wait a minute. Unknown and prototype. Let's... Oh man, my weapon cycle was beat up too. A field recycling unit. Actually, it's kind of bad because it's not a improved one or anything. It's low level. 3 faulty beam splitters. 3 of them. All faulty. That's actually a super, super amazing part, but they're also usually faulty. Not usually, but I think it's like 50% chance for them to be faulty. So, but wow, I thought we might have gotten lucky here with one of them being non-faulty. Very sad. They're all faulty. What are you shooting at? Oh, check it out. We found someone. Someone who's not dead. Alright guys, kill him. Don't let me down. Yes. Yeah, the faulty rate does vary per prototype, Vectus. The really good ones tend to have a higher faulty chance. But there's some that it's impossible for them to be faulty. Some is 0%, which I would think you'd have noticed, I guess. Alright, programmers. Some can never be faulty. Alright, it's time to drop specialist coupler. Grab matter filter. Programmers are going to show up pretty quick. There's something moving around over here, and something tells me it's a derelict. You know, storage isn't faulty. Yes, exactly. Storage would be one. Armor is another. Basically, if it's something that can't be deactivated, or it wouldn't make sense, it can't be faulty. But most prototypes can be faulty, yeah. And the degree varies, but the number is actually usually the same. There aren't a whole lot of different values used. I think the average prototype is something like 20% faulty. But the really good ones have 50%, like the beam splitter. Anyway, the main reason I come over here was for that. So now we can go back and... Oh, actually, I don't... I should have pulled back into that room. That was a bad move. I should have pulled back into the room so that we could defensively use the door. But now, no, that guy. That was a bad move. Bad move. I'm going to retreat. Now they're going to die. Unless it... What if they took them out again? That would be hilarious. They already won against one programmer squad. Be very surprised, though. The programmers are going to show up shortly. Okay, we're ready. Time to get more corrupted. Alright, we did eventually lose. How many did we kill? 2 of them. They got 2 of them. They got 2 of the 3 programmers. Sweet. That was really nice. Good job, guys. 4 swarmers took out a total of 5 programmers. There's still something walking around over here. It's probably not a non-combat bot. No, it is not. Oh, it's freaking director. Oh, seriously? I don't have an NC coupler anymore. He's gonna call in reinforcements. That's amusing. Going to call in reinforcements. He's about to call in reinforcements. No, he's not. Oh, yeah. Unknown storage. No. Are there other traps in this room? Shoot, I want to get hit by segregator traps. I'm gonna go around. Try to go around. Only got 2 more % corruption that time. Alright, it's taking forever. About time. Although, I have not worked on my inventory yet. 1 second here. Wait, wrong button. I have a backup laser in my inventory still. A lot of KE penetrators. Too many remote data jacks. Oh, seriously? Already? Could be a matter pod? Oh, you're so right! That could have been a matter pod, which is something I totally need. Yes, we do need a system purifier. Wait, there was not out there. There was no system purifier out there, was there? Wait a minute. No, okay. Yeah, I've been looking for one for a while, actually. Did not get lucky. Normally, those aren't that hard to find. Actually, wait a minute. Shoot. Yeah, that unknown storage could have been... That might be why I don't know where there's any matter pods, because honestly... I should know where there's a matter pod right now. There's got to be one on the ground somewhere, which means I must have lost that information. Without one, it would be bad. Oh, I did not want to go through this room, right? Corruption is making me go all which way. Not good. That's true. System. Oh, God. This is working worse than I thought it might. Oh my god. Nah, it took too long. Thought that would have worked out better, actually. Those guys came way too fast. Meaning, since the last dispatch. Shoot. Anyway, this has been a net negative, I think. Coming all the way to the northeast. Well, it's, again, I don't think it's gonna matter, but... Nope. Yep, we're now at 66. Wow, this is pretty amazing. Oh, there was a quantum capacitor hiding literally right around the corner. Okay. It's a battery. It's a compact battery. I'm actually going to drop that on the ground. Ah, damn it, getting stuck in the room. Ah, it doesn't want me to leave. Oh, what a mess. Yeah, that didn't work out. Alright. Oh, we're so corrupted and walking through a field of segregator traps. We're just losing a bunch of matter. Oh man, there's just no end. Or way too... No, not that slow, but... Shoot. Moving erratically. Been a while since I've been this corrupted. It's quite interesting. Damn programmers. Oh, way worse off. Way worse off. Can you get a print? I mean, we don't actually have... You can. I mean, there's no fabricators here, but... Yeah, it's possible to do it that way. Alright, well, we're dead. 70 now. 70! Oh, wait, there's the other one. I was gonna say it. There should be another one out here somewhere. Cute. Oh man. Bad shape. Worse shape. Alright, let's go die. Let's at least make it there. I don't even have full stuff in my slots here. Yeah, I think the masters do drop it. That's why it's kind of crazy, because I've killed a lot of programmers and haven't gotten any yet. I've been keeping an eye out for that for like literally the past a while now, not even just in command. We've won one on a previous floor too. Hey, these guys have anything useful? Heavy armor ×2. Oh, instantly took him out, didn't drop any armor at all. Fine then. Oh, but he did drop on the targeting computer. Which is good, because I lost one. What are these? Heatsink? No. This guy got medium armor. Better than not having armor at all. High capacity matter pod. Ho ho. Super battery has 4 integrity left on it. Ouch. Seriously? Could the programmers like literally just wait like 200 turns? The problem, part of the reason the programmers keep coming is because there's also no garrisons to take out, which kind of helps delay them. Now there's going to be a bunch of them coming in from the backside in a second. Right when I'm trying to go forward. Too bad I lost the neutron cannon, because the neutron cannon plus the quantum capacitor would be nice. Now I have basically nothing I can use it with except the HERF. That's quantum rifle. Doom corridor is doom even before you meet the big boys. Exactly. It's like, what the heck, man? Shoot. So close. Just wanted to move forward here. Now I have to go back. And there's no room to defend. The room next to us here has too many entry points. As in, I'd like to defend with the scythe. It's gonna suck. What else can I actually do against these guys? Drop an engine bomb by a door and shoot it. Won't really help too much, probably. Do you have any other plans for developing new games in the future? Asked Watts. Sure. I mean, I've been developing multiple games before, too. Cogmind just happens to be the one that there's just so much more to do with it, so I haven't finished yet. But, and no specific plans, for sure. But another thing I'd like to do, if and when the Patreon gets enough support, is to really just kind of spend less time working on one big game and some more time working on smaller projects, different projects to experiment with stuff and play with that idea. But we'll see. But yeah, definitely more games. Just happen to still be working on this one. All right, I keep sticking with the Swarmer and Grunt couplers, but I don't think I even need any of those anymore because they're all dead. Unless they're on the other side, and we're not going to make it over there anyway. You know what? I'm just going to rip everything off. It's done. Just don't need them anymore. Just to clear things out. XCOM fans rise up. Yeah, I don't know. That would be an example of something I'd like to spend a lot of time on. But I can't really... I don't think it would do a very good job commercially. So, I don't know what to do about that project in particular. Because now it's my job instead of just doing it for fun. And it's hard to develop multiple games at the same time. Unless, like I said, if Patreon gets big enough, it's still been growing over time, which is great. But and if it gets big enough, would definitely also spend time working on XCOM as well as another side project thing I could do. But it's hard to say. Well, yeah, exactly. Watts is there's so much more to do with this one. And people are liking it, so got a lot of fun ideas coming. And this next release we're playing now is already really neat, but a lot of ideas for what we're gonna do after it as well. Okay, anyway, back to this. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do with these programmers. I was thinking of actually going siege mode here, which is kind of getting ahead of myself because I wanted to do that when fighting the corridor. Oh, wait a minute. I probably should put on the other gun. It's okay. Is there anyone left? Where'd they go? Did I just kill them all? I just killed all of them. Unless the third one. Maybe he's still down there. Oh, here he comes. There he is. Ah, we siege just in time to welcome you to our little room. Could use some more heavy treads. That actually was kind of nice. There are a lot of treads. Oh wait, there's crappy ones in the ground that are nearby. Nothing else good that's nearby. Got pretty too far away. Armored heavy treads to the south. Heavy siege treads way off over there. Gotta love this new feature. Yeah, it's too far away. Yeah, that did go better than expected. Can't imagine we're going to be able to repeat that ahead, but good feature. Yes, good feature. I've been wanting to add it for ages. But it was kind of a big feature and also very optional, so I wanted to save that for the patron list. Oh, we're getting kind of slow. Shoot. Damn. Man, rebuilding here is actually kind of not hard, not that bad. Whoops. The smartest move would have been to attach these treads, which I didn't do. Double slots. Heavy reactive plating. Is that actually even helpful against the corridor? More armor, yes, exactly. Oh, did I lose the tractor beam? Damn it. God. I got shot off? I did not notice I could shut off. I know I had a tractor beam earlier. Oh yeah, it just destroyed ages ago. Ah, shoot. I kind of needed a tractor beam here. That would be quite helpful for sucking up matter from nearby areas as we run out. We still have a filter, which is actually really good, but it's not going to be enough on its own, I don't think. Melee analysis. Oops. I didn't know exactly how close. I thought I could move one more space over. Apparently, I can't. Time to put on the anti-missile system. And then actually attach the weapons I was supposed to have attached, but I didn't have attached because I didn't think I was going to get attacked immediately. And then also go into siege mode, which I was supposed to do before attacking. I don't know how this is actually going to work. At least they don't get prepared. Oh god, I already lost the filter. Finally. A little late. Late much? Ah, the sound of the anti-missile system. Sometimes working, sometimes not working. Alright, time to die. I mean, that was pretty much a given. Can we even barely hurt this guy? Is he 191 still? Can barely touch this one guy. Oh, check out our corruption. Alright, let's get corrupted to death. That would be funny. I don't know if it's smarter. I guess these guys are the Aegis, so I have to take them out first. Even though that's almost impossible to do with our weaponry. Because we're not really a frontline bot here. 88. Come on, let's get corrupted to death. That actually pretty much never happens in Cogmind. Legitimately. We might not be able to make it, but we'll see. Is there anything else I can attach? Nope, not really. Shock bomb. Would that make any sense? Suddenly had an idea. Theoretically, it's possible to take out their engines, which maybe would have been cool to do from the start. Okay, now it's gone. Good anti-missile. They're all fine. 94! You need EM for the M guards if you don't have any broken weapons like link guns. Yeah, that's why I started also using the shock. It would be pretty neat to have gotten the shock bomb to do something useful there. But yeah, we don't. Oh, actually, technically we have EM, but we have to get rid of the programmers because I don't think we can really use the HERF cannon. I only have one HERF cannon. Also, I dropped my quantum capacitor. But I decided to try and tank it anyway. Check it out. Check it out. Our system corrupts is at 99%. 99. We're actually gonna get corrupted to death. This rarely happens. Wow. It's gonna actually happen. We have enough coverage to survive. We're gonna die to corruption. Let's actually make sure it happens. Let's put on a sentry on the leg. That's pretty epic. Do it. 102. I saw the number. System corrupted. In command. Wow. 41k total score. Not bad. Not amazing either, but not bad considering it was just a straight run. A straight full RIF run where our allies were doing most of the work, and we didn't do it on high alert. One of the ways to get really high score with allied builds is when you don't have a way to drive down the alert or to prevent it from going up in the first place, and you get into high alert and your allies are still killing everything, or you. I mean, I was thinking about if you're doing it with RIF, but yeah, going into high alert is one of the ways to get high score. But 41k is pretty decent on its own. Corrupted to death. Go out with the trap reconfig. Yeah, we did. Oh, put it on. You mean attach it there? Yeah, we had it. I used that through the entire game. It was came in handy sometimes. It was nice. But yeah, we could have attached it. That would have been funny. This is a very rare death screen. It's incredibly rare for this to happen. You'll die for other reasons before you get corrupted to death, but very surprisingly, I think the reason it happened this run, and especially on this floor, is because there were a lot of programmer enemies, and I wasn't facing a lot of the other enemies directly. Um, it was mainly the programmers that I had to worry about and help deal with too. That was a big thing. Anyway, it did happen. Oh my gosh, crazy. Robust destroyed 174. Not a bad run though. It was pretty good. I like the results of the no stack changes on full riff. So that was the main goal for this run, was to play a full riff run to the end. So we've achieved that. I guess technically the beginning of this run we died in the mines real quick, but yeah, we'll forget about that. That should be an achievement. There actually is an achievement for getting really corrupted. Not dying though, but it should. We don't want it to be an achievement though, because it's not. It's not something you want to encourage people to do, or just for the purpose of doing it. There are achievements for getting really corrupted, because that is something that will happen sooner or later if you're playing. You'll get a high level of corruption. How often does corruption kill? Asks Arcane Prawn. Super rarely. Like literally, it's only ever happened in Cogmind history, maybe 3 or 4 times at the most, based on submitted scores. There might be others, but the thing is, it also, there's people who've died of it intentionally. So you got to split out those as well. Some people do it just for fun. In this case, technically, it wasn't just for fun, which makes it a little more unique in that regard. I mean, at the very end, it was, but it would have happened anyway. So I wasn't actually going for it. So yeah, it's incredibly rare. Corruption isn't really meant to kill you as the player. Design-wise, it's meant to make the game harder and harder as you get corrupted and can't get rid of it. Assuming you can't get rid of it. I mean, there's ways you can mitigate that. We didn't have any of those parts, which normally you can and do. I tend to get rid of my corruption once we've got about 20 or 30%. I'll get a part and manage that, but we didn't find any of them this time, which was pretty unusual. You missed it, Borealis. Yeah, it was a corruption death in the Doom corridor too. So yeah, it's an incredibly rare death. But yeah, because it's not really meant to be a way you normally die. But it does cause lots of problems and make the game more challenging before that point. So anyway, that was a good length for the stream. Anyway, it's pretty much the normal amount of a normal length for a stream. So that's good. The next thing we're going to be doing is playing hopefully a new build. Well, definitely a new build. I'm not going to stream until the next build is ready, which hopefully should be ready by the next time I have to stream. But I've got a number of other things I have to do before finishing up the next build. But there's a lot of cool stuff coming to the next build too. Yeah, but no stack is definitely here to stay. That was kind of what we've been doing the past few runs, is trying out the first of the 2 patron builds to kind of get a feel for this. And it's the fundamentals are there. So what's next is to kind of make it more permanent in terms of like adjusting other things around it. Not a whole lot to change, but specifically with respect to storage, for example, storage capacities, and especially some of the larger storage units, which have not yet been balanced. The lower ones, I think, are good where they're currently balanced. The later ones have not been balanced yet. I'm sorry. So anyway, yeah, thanks everyone for showing up, and I'll see you all back on the Discord or in the next stream, which hopefully will be the regular time next week.